I was in a domestic abuse situation a long time ago. I actually left 8 years ago, and I had never really dealt with it. There was a lot of physical abuse and emotional, of course, but for me, in this situation, it was financial abuse as well. Like when I was asleep, he'd just take my debit card, my bank card, any cash I had. I remember one winter, it must have been the winter of 2006 to 2007, we went pretty close to 3 months without any heat or power in our house. And, Calgary winters, it was horrible because he took all my money, so I couldn't afford to pay the power bills and everything like that. So the relationship was about 3 years, maybe a little less. I just turned 22 and I left. So I just kind of sucked it up and moved on with my life. And then this time last year, I actually was in an apartment building and I heard a lady being abused through the wall. So that just kind of triggered everything for me. And I just, like that day, I just fell apart. I knew I needed to get some help, and I had at that point been looking at therapy. Like I'd been participating in one-on-one therapy, but it wasn't quite doing what I wanted it to do. So I just did a Google search, honestly, group therapy Calgary, and this place showed up, and then I called. The first one that I did was the Finding Our Voices program. It was a 6-week program that really focused on changing your thought patterns in regards to life, and also kind of vocalizing and communicating what you need. And it was anything as basic as, sending a cup of coffee back that had too much cream in it or whatever, because I think at that point your voice had kind of been taken away from you. So yeah. And then the second program I did was the Growth Circle, and that one was really intense. It was a 14-week program. Also, why this program, this whole organization is great is that you don't feel so alone. Sitting in the room with other people that have gone through this, it's a crappy situation that we're all in the same room together. Any other circumstance would be great, but but at the same time, it's really nice to know that you're not alone, and that there's people that can kind of relate to you, and non-judgmental, no shame, no embarrassment, anything like that. So you're never alone. Reach out and ask for help. I personally just did a Google search, but know that you're not alone and that you don't have to do it alone. And there's tons of resources out there.